We are back on the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network, and today we are showcasing a set of fantastic floral brooches. Each one of these brooches has a beautiful floral theme throughout and can really be worn to dress up any blouse or sweater or blazer on any occasion. So I want to go through and show you some more details and talk a little bit more about each one of the brooches in this collection. And as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 brooches in all. So really, there's a wonderful floral brooch for any occasion. Let's start out. Oh yeah, of course. How was your weekend, Kevin? No, I'd say mine was fairly eventful. Gosh, what did we do? Well, my mother was in town, so she flew in for a family reunion. But as it turns out, it wasn't really her side of the family. It's her brother's wife, so it's basically her sister-in-law's family reunion. So, you know, I picked her up from the airport, which was fairly uneventful, except for a little bit of rain, you know. And then I let her borrow my automobile for the week. I said it's fine, I can use my husband's. So I had to give her a little tutorial about how the front passenger door, you have to do a kind of special timing where you hit unlock and then you immediately have to open the passenger side door. It relocks very quickly. It's kind of strange. I don't know. Yeah, it's got that newfangled power locking mechanism, but I think it's out of whack. I don't know. I haven't been to the dealership. And then, well, I went out and I wanted to, I guess, visit with my uncle as well while my mom was out visiting the family there. And it was a really nice day on Saturday. And I guess where the family reunion was, close by, they were having like a fall festival type thing. You know, I get up there and then I see there's a bunch of hay bales and you know, pumpkins are out. There's various vendors. It looked like I saw some kettle corn, and then a corn maze. I said, you know, you've been to one corn maze, you've been to them all. Basically, it's not for me because, you know, you get in the corn maze, and you know it's still pretty warm out. It's not exactly that cool, and so you know, if you're in a corn maze in the middle of the day, the sun's beating down on you, you're feeling lost, maybe you didn't bring, you know, a cup of water with you, and there's bugs flying around every which way. It's really just not for me. I don't want to pay to be lost in a field of corn. That sounds, you know, not like a very good time to me. And then there's the whole element of teamwork if you are in the maze with someone else. And I didn't really want to be lost in a corn maze with my mother. So, but yeah, back on track. Anyways, she is headed back out, flying out today. Dropped her off at the airport bright and early this morning. You know, I said, did you want to get some breakfast? Do you have anything to eat? And she tells me she brought her own hard-boiled egg and a tuna fish sandwich. I said, Mom, you can't eat a hard-boiled egg on the airplane. That is rude to the other passengers. It's going to stink up the entire cabin, no matter where you are. And then not to mention a tuna fish sandwich is just going to add to that smelly chaos. So I wish her luck on her flight home, as well as my heart goes out to her fellow passengers that are going to smell basically egg fart and tuna fish on their journey home. So, anyways, back on track. I want to... Oh, there's so many choices here with these beautiful floral brooches. But you know what? I'm going to start out with this teeny tiny yellow rose. This is an enamel pin, right? And you'll see many beautiful enamel pins in a variety of shapes, patterns, animals, florals, whatever it may be, right? But this is my absolute favorite because it is a yellow rose. Now, if I was to have a garden, I would want to have yellow roses in my garden. I'm not much of a gardener, don't have a green thumb, but I could really have the feeling of, you know, the beauty and just elegance of a yellow rose upon my lapel at any moment with this gorgeous, gorgeous lapel pin. So, you know, starting off with the yellow rose, you've got this bright yellow color in here. The green of this on the stem and the leaf. And then surrounding it is this gorgeous gold tone finish, as well as the on the back with the clasp. It says back here, this one's proudly made in the USA as well. So, you know, it's quality handcrafted goods there. Moving on, since we have a lot of brooches to go through, we also have, if you're not into yellow roses, perhaps you enjoy a red rose. This is the classic beauty and elegance of a red rose with gold accents throughout the stem and the leaves. It has the, I would say, very fine pin back on this area here. So you could put this, again, on your lapel. You could put it on a pocket. You could put it on a sweater. We'll get to that later for all the different sweater configurations, but I think it's really, really something elegant to have a red rose upon your lapel here. Gorgeous, isn't it? And then you can really appreciate the handcrafted details that went into this one, because there are, you know, individual lines in the leaves going down the stem, what I believe are a couple of thorns sticking out as well. And then this beautiful, I believe it's, Barb, is this metal or is this enamel? Oh, okay. Yeah, this one's enamel as well. It's, well, I think it's beautiful regardless, but this rose really speaks to me as, you know, a versatile piece that can go on, you know, any dress, blouse, top, even a scarf, you know, using it to attach a scarf as well. And then on the back here, it's got this gorgeous textured gold tone section on the back. Not that anyone's going to be looking at the back of your pen, but you'll know it's there. It's beautiful. And then, oh, next up, I'm just going to stick with the smaller rose pins here. We have this gorgeous rhinestone flower. Perhaps it's a daisy, I don't know, but it's got these 4 gorgeous segments here with beautiful, beautiful rhinestones surrounding it, and going down into this gorgeous gold tone stem, 2 leaves on either side, and then a pink rhinestone in the middle. I love a pink rhinestone, and it really ties together this really elegant piece here, because look, you can even see that there's kind of 2 sections of gold on the sides here, and it really makes for a sturdy design for the back of this pin. But each one of these rhinestones really captures the light and reflects it with such brilliance. Look at that. Now, the yellow rose and the red rose are, you know, a little more, I don't know, daytime elegance. A brooch like this, I think really would be a standout piece for, you know, an elegant night out or date night, cocktail, any occasion where you're going to want to have something that is shiny in the lights. And then having this pink detail here really helps it to coordinate to, you know, any reds and pinks that you might be wearing. Perhaps a rosy cheek or an eyeshadow. Yeah, anything like that would really help to just set off an outfit with these details here. So, gorgeous. Look at that. This one might be my favorite. Moving on now to our enamel pieces here. Our big enamel pieces, that is. Look at this gorgeous blue flower. Now, I was thinking maybe it's a rose, but I don't know if I've ever seen a blue rose. Is that a thing? I don't know. Perhaps it's a different flower, but it sure looks like a rose to me. But you know what? If you're a jewelry designer, you can make a rose whatever color you want. And I love that kind of whimsy, especially in a brooch. Anyways, it's got the most gorgeous hand-painted details to look very realistic. You have this lighter blue color for these outer petals, and then going on into the inner petals, it's kind of a mauve, kind of a beautiful purplish mauve color. And then the stem is a very realistic brown, where you can even see how there are some sort of wood-like markings that have been hand-painted in there. Same goes for the leaves. This green leaf right here has, you know, a brighter green outer area, but then there are darker elements in the middle. So it really gives a sense of depth and impact to have these beautiful hand-painted details on this enamel pen, but also the fact that it's this large. This is a statement brooch to me. I think when you have one that is, you know, anytime it's bigger than an inch, is really going to attract a lot of attention. So, you know, this one is really great for, again, attaching it to a scarf and having it kind of sit in the middle of your of the scarf knot, the decorative knot. Or you could use it, you know, on a lapel, but it does have a bit of heft. So, you know, realize it might weigh down one side of your blazer a little bit more than the other. And, you know, looking around here, the fact that it's got all these different colors in it really makes it versatile for matching with a lot of different outfits and color schemes that you might be wearing. Of course it goes with black, right? Or perhaps a white sweater, or something in a cream taupe. But, you know, you could be wearing blue, you could be wearing green, especially if you've got a little bit of purple or mauve in your outfit. This is really going to look stunning with that. So, again, this is probably the largest brooch we have in this set, you know, based on the circumference here, but also the thickness, the width on the side. This is about 3/4 of an inch, you know, if you're looking at this biggest flower petal here. But really beautiful, really packs a punch and impact for all your beautiful floral brooch needs. Now, for the gardener, and it's not me, but for the gardener, this is probably the one, if I got this set, I would gift to my mother-in-law, because she's the gardener in the family. But what you have here is pewter. This is one of our pewter pins, and you can see where it is a beautiful garden hat. And you know, it's basically, you wear this pin and it's like, well, this is all the fun of, you know, having a garden, you know, but it doesn't require getting, you know, dirt on your fingernails and you know, hurting your knees from kneeling down so long in the garden bed. Anyways, I think this one's very elegant. You know, you could, one thing to consider is that you don't have to wear these pins on their own. This one, you know, it catches the light, very beautiful, gorgeous, a silver tone to it. But, you know, it's one where you could have the garden hat and then the little rose. How cute is that? So it's really thematic there, where you've got the hat and the flower. It really says garden. And because it's okay to mix metals, I think it looks great to have the kind of silver tone of this pewter mixed with this red enamel and gold tone rose. Looks great. You know, just glancing at it, I'm thinking, what is that, a UFO? No, it's a garden hat, and the details in here are really something. Kevin, can you zoom in? You know, these are fantastic florals, which is why I included this, because if you look at the details in this design, this garden hat has flowers on it as well. There are beautiful, detailed, you know, three-dimensional flowers that are on the brim of this hat. It's almost like a bouquet on the hat, and then it goes over into this little ribbon on the side. So beautiful. And then sticking with the pewter theme, we have our Lynx piece. So Lynx is one of the most trusted names in pewter brooches, and in this pewter pin, it is a beautiful ornate iris that has been etched in great detail into the pewter. Look at that shine. Because of the size, this one's about 1.5 inches. Because of the size, it really reflects the light. So very, very stunning. But the reason why I think I like this one the most, you know, one, because it's pewter, so it's like having a silver pen but without all the fuss. And two, because the shine and the shimmer, but it's got these, you know, details in which it shows through to whatever you're wearing underneath. So it just has a lot of interest to it. And then the size really makes it for a beautiful sort of focal piece for any outfit, any sweater, any dress, but especially for a scarf. Now, imagine, I'm looking at this and I kind of feel like it reminds me of something a little bit Western, even though it's not Western. I think it's just the oval shape, the engraving, and some of those, you know, that negative space in there. But because of that, this would really be, I think, a fun kind of centerpiece if you were to have like a bandana, and you put this, you know, you tie the bandana around your neck, and then you put this in the middle as like a statement piece, bandana statement piece. And that's going to really attract a lot of attention because, you know, I don't see that very often, but I think something like that would really be really quite fashion forward. Yeah. So this is probably one of my favorites, you know, and I love brooches, but I also love bolo ties, and this one just feels like a bolo tie, but without the tie part. So big fan of this gorgeous Lynx piece, the pewter iris, all the shine and shimmer without the fuss. Now, next, oh, I think I want to do, the gold tone. The gold tone flowers. This one's really beautiful. So we just looked at what was a beautiful iris, but now we have, oh, I don't know, chrysanthemums, maybe it's a hibiscus. These are very ornate gold tone flowers, again with that negative space. That will really be a beautiful accent to any outfit. So it is roughly 1.5 inches, maybe maybe 1.75 inches, and you have the gold tone oval and then 3 beautiful flowers fused together inside and a couple of petals. Now these have so many really intricate details because you can see each flower has a lot of these details in the petals, and then details and lines etched into the leaves as well. Now, look, I'm wearing gold today, but look at how these look together. I think, just like the pewter, this one really reflects the light. Really looks gorgeous. You know, with any outfit, you can dress this up for a night out on the town, or you can dress it down for the supermarket, the office, whatever it may be. You know, a night out with the girls. But just look at how this can kind of go with any outfit. This is probably, you know, this one and the silver one are the most versatile in the set. And I think that you get a lot of wear out of this all year round. And just because they're flowers, that doesn't mean that these are brooches just for the spring and summer. These are brooches for all year round, right? Now, this next one, it does scream spring, and it's also so gorgeous because this is an enamel pen with 5 rhinestones to catch the light and make it a really gorgeous, delicate piece. So, delicate in looks, but you know, not in form here. It's actually quite sturdy. We have this orchid enamel color here. The flower's not an orchid, I don't believe, but it's well, maybe it is. I don't know, kind of looks like a purple poinsettia, but they're not purple. Anyways, you've got 5 of these beautiful petals here going into the little leaves, into the beautiful gold stem. And the stem has a rhinestone. The middle of the flower has 3 rhinestones, and then there are 2 more rhinestones on either edge of the flower itself. This is really a beautiful piece, and it does feel a little like Easter springtime. I think that's why I like it so much. I could see this being, you know, I've talked a lot about, you can put these brooches on your, you know, blouse, dress, all that lapel. This one feels like it would look really sharp on a hat. You know, where you flip one of those floppy hats and you flip it. Nance, do you have one of those? Can you go grab it? Thanks. I want to see what this looks like as an accent on a hat. Now, I'm thinking the floppy hat, but this would also look really elegant on like a church hat. Think about it on the brim, like going around on the like a ribbon on the side, right? Or, you know, not a baseball cap, but you know, a brooch like this is really gonna turn the everyday ordinary into extraordinary. So something to keep in mind is that, you know, brooches, I think I talked about scarves, dresses, lapels, you know, no one's making the rules here. You could put a brooch on your, you know, your pocketbook. You could put it on your jeans. You can put a brooch anywhere that you can affix this pin to, and really liven up any outfit. So now let's go through a little recap, and then the most important part you're probably wondering about, which is how much. Okay, so like we just saw, the beautiful purple orchid, 3 rhinestones. Already I'm thinking this is this is quite the elegant set, right? But there's so much more. Your gold-toned flowers. I want to say hibiscus, but let's just say gold hibiscus. The Lennox piece here, also so beautiful, so versatile. Gorgeous pewter, silver without the fuss. The little pewter hat, your fun little garden hat. The blue rose that has these gorgeous hand-painted accents. Really a lovely piece. Packs a lot of punch in this size too. The red rose, a classic for all time. The yellow rose, sure, just a little something, just a little enamel. And last but not least, the gold toned with rhinestones and pink rhinestone piece here. And like, I'm looking at this one, I think, gosh, that's a lot of rhinestones in there, but how many? Okay, so we've got the pink one in the middle. There's one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 of these slightly larger rhinestones. And then it looks like that might just be a silver backing. So I'd say 13 rhinestones. Lucky 13 rhinestones right there. So how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 brooches could be yours today for the low price of $19.99. Now, these fantastic florals aren't going to last forever, or rather this deal isn't, just like flowers in the garden. So you're going to want to call soon to get this 8-piece fantastic floral brooch set